Straw Hut Media.
All ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, what's up? It's Jordan Jones, your host of the Jordan Jones podcast. I hope you guys had an amazing Mother's Day weekend. I got to go home and surprise my mom. She was honestly disheveled. Is that the word? Disheveled about it? She thought that I was gonna go to Vegas for Lily's graduation, my best friend, and then stay there or just go right home after. It was so hard because you guys might know this, but I talk to my mom constantly, basically. It was hard to hide all of this from her. I had to hide that I had a suitcase. I had to hide that I had a round trip flight because I even sent her like my confirmation to Vegas. It was the craziest day. I landed in Las Vegas at 7:30 in the morning. So I had to wake up at 4. I had to get ready for a graduation, pack a dress and heels and get ready in the airport in Las Vegas. My friend picked me up. We watched Lily's graduation and I went straight to the airport and flew all day to Michigan. You know, good thing that there's Wi-Fi, and I was just texting her randomly like, I'm at lunch with Lily now. We're at her graduation party. And I made Lily take a picture of herself at her graduation party to trick my mom that I took it. She believed the whole thing. It was crazy. Fast forward to 11:30 p.m. in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My godmother picked me up. I still call her my godmother even though I'm way over the age of 18. That's just who she's always been to me. But anyways, I landed at 11:30 and she picked me up and we had to drive an hour and 10 minutes back to my house in Michigan. And I didn't realize about the doors being locked. And I don't know where a hide-a-key is or if they have a hide-a-key. Come to find out, we don't. And I told my mom she should probably put something somewhere because of any situation like this. So I got to the house at about 1 and we were throwing rocks at windows. We were calling my younger brother, my mother, my godmother at this point is exhausted because she just drove an hour to pick me up. She waited for me there. She drove me an hour back. Now we're at this house and it's 1 a.m. and she still has a 30-minute drive home. My original plan, by the way, was to just walk in the front door and go to sleep and then surprise her in the morning because I didn't want to wake her up. Yeah, I didn't go as planned. We were looking around for this like key. I made my mom watch the cameras after and it just looked so funny. I was trying to break into my own house. So after calling her a bunch of times, I was banging on the door, obviously, and the dog started barking. So she looked at her phone because she was super scared. She came upstairs at like 1:30, so like 30 minutes later, and she was so happy. My brother woke up, came downstairs, and they were kind of just like annoyed because it's the middle of the night for them. And yeah, I finally got in. The surprise went well. And before I get into this episode, I just have to say the craziest day of Mother's Day I ever had in my life. And this will go down in history as the best day ever. So it's Mother's Day. My brother's girlfriend had just that week graduated from nursing school, so she's a registered nurse. My brother owns a landscaping company. They work like super hard. They've been dating for 5 years. So on Mother's Day, my brother's like, hey, we have this house that we're going to go look at. This is Sunday. They leave Monday to go to Cozumel, Mexico for vacation as Skylar's gift to Haley for a graduation present. So Sunday, we go to this open house and they put an offer down. At this open house, I have to go distract Haley and take pictures of her in these random areas of this house being like, I just took these of Skylar, like these are the memories. Let's go to the backyard real quick. Meanwhile, my little brother is asking her father for his permission to marry her. Guys, I don't know what has happened to my little brother in the past like 2-3 years, but he is like a totally different person. It's crazy. Most of like my friends know Skylar is this wild, out of pocket, kind of crazy guy. And I don't really know what had happened to him, but he is like a hardworking gentleman all of a sudden. It's crazy. I'm just like so mind blown and proud of him. This day was just crazy. So Skylar goes, okay, let's go get a ring. I'm like, you leave tomorrow. Like, what's going on right now? So we leave this open house. We leave her family. He says yes, obviously. The mom knows. My mom knows now. I've known for a long time. And I've secretly kind of told my mom because I can't keep a secret. Yeah, it's like Mother's Day. My mom wants to go bowling, but now we have to go buy this ring. So we go to a couple of these like places. Skylar picks out the most beautiful ring ever. And everything just seemed to work out this day. They accepted the offer on the house. We got the ring. They leave the next day for Mexico. And my little brother is now a fiance, you guys. Oh my gosh. I really hope that they can post the pictures of the announcement before this episode comes out, because then that would just be, kind of mean of me. Yeah, it's honestly just so crazy that I'm gonna now have another sister-in-law. The Jones name is continuing on, and in the future, my little brother's gonna be a dad. And it's just crazy. Like, oh my gosh. He is 22 years old. She, I think, is 21. Yeah, I'm so happy for them. I just really wanted to share that story because I obviously couldn't keep it in anymore. Yeah, they obviously have to get these pictures done and videos and post them, and already told their friends and family, so that's why you guys are obviously next on the list. But without further ado, we're going to get into my social media tips because that's what I'm good at. And I have been on social media now for like 10, 15 years now, so you guys can come to me for all of your questions about literally any social media platform. I can give some good advice. So let's just get into that right now. All right, first question. What are your tips to grow on social media? All right, my tips to grow on social media. Number 1, posting consistently and following trends, because trends are trends and they are trending and they go viral and they're under one sound. With most trends, you put your own little twist on it. So it'll be a prompt or a sound that's like, I never want that to happen again. And you put your own little message of what you don't want to ever happen again. And those kinds of things really will get you and your account viewed by more people, which means more engagement, more views, more followers. I would always say doing trends is the way to go, especially on TikTok. I guess that is just for TikTok right now because I'm not super invested in Reels and I don't really look at what's viral and going on there because I feel like it's just crazy stuff. And for TikTok, how you can grow is definitely sticking to the trends, changing it up, adding your own little twist to it. And then how to grow on Snapchat. I actually got a really good tip from someone while I was in Germany. It was another creator. He said that when you're posting to Spotlight, that means, I think, videos over 3 seconds or 5 seconds. I believe it's 5. Any video I take that I post to my story and it's over 5 seconds, I immediately share it to Spotlight because Spotlight can also boost your account. It can get you more views. You can make money from it. That's just like what I do because why not? The button's like right there. It's super easy to do that. But one tip about how to grow your account on Snapchat is when you see one of your spotlights getting more than like 1,000 to 2,000 views, keep checking it and you can go and comment on your own spotlight, having people follow you. Say, if you want more content like this, follow me. Or add me on Snap to see more like this. Do your own comment on your own video because if the video is blowing up, people will obviously go to the comments and see what people are commenting. Yeah, it's just a good way for people to go, oh yeah, and like easily add you, follow you. That's a good way to grow on Snapchat. And with YouTube, it's honestly just consistency. Things change a lot on YouTube, but just staying consistent. I've recently started to post more shorts and those have really done well. So I would say just to boost your account more, just to post more because not everyone can have a 20-minute horizontal video every single week or twice a week or 3 times a week. So in between those long form videos, make sure to do some vertical videos, some shorts in between them. And that is definitely a good way to grow. Also just like being able to grow your engagement, like your views on your whole channel, it boosts with shorts too. So it's not just those long videos. If you're posting 1 of those a week, but then you're also posting 4 or 6 or 30 shorts in a week, it boosts the view count and it will help you. So Instagram though, Instagram is hard. I don't see many people growing nowadays on Instagram. It's definitely more hard to grow on Instagram than any other platform, but posting on TikTok, I think, does help boost your Instagram and your Instagram following. So it's kind of like all those other things you do, people will go to your Instagram because it's kind of that first thing that people go to after they've found you on something else. They're like, oh, what's her Instagram? They see a TikTok video, what's the Instagram? They follow you on Snap, I need to add her onto Instagram. So it's kind of like all those other things lead to growth on Instagram, and just keep posting stories, go live. Not a lot of people are going live on Instagram, so it's not so saturated there. So just try to, like, if you're really going into this, try to post all the same content on all these other platforms. That's how you grow. That's how you don't stress yourself out freaking out about all this content, all these old videos that you have. Load them all up on all these other platforms. It's true that like most of these creators nowadays just like don't run out of content. Especially like with my podcast, I have 20 to 30 to 40 minutes each week. All of this chopped up is like a million things of content. It's so much. So never think that you just like don't have a video to post, because if you can't think of something, just look at your old stuff on your phone and your videos album. You'll find something to just get something out there. So yeah, those are my tips on how to grow. Number 2 is, how do you get the confidence to be on camera? This honestly just comes from a very young age from my perspective. I've always loved to just dance and be an extrovert and be in front of the camera and make my mom and my dad watch me dance in the kitchen for hours and hours. And it just made me want to film and be the star in all these videos and have people take pictures and videos of me while I was dancing at such a young age. So that's where it comes from with me. I have always had the confidence like that. And of course, it has gone up and down throughout the years with things that I have had to go through on social media and hate and bullies and everything like that. At the end of the day, it's what I truly love to do. So it's something I have to do. I can't just not do it. No matter how I feel, I have to come to my podcast. I have to post on Instagram. I have to do my Snapchat 30 to 50 frames every single day. I just have to do it. It's my job. I have no problem with it because I've always just loved to entertain and be creative. I don't really know how to give advice on this, but my best advice would be to just film yourself. You don't always have to post stuff, but I would say getting comfortable, like slowly. If you're not the type how I was when I was young, filming myself every second and posting everything and annoying people with how much I used to post on Instagram. It is harder nowadays and there's so much more competition out there. So I would just say, like, slowly doing it by yourself, getting more comfortable, taking pictures and knowing your poses and your angles. All of that stuff will lead to becoming more confident. So just start little by little and you will get there. Sometimes it's literally just a different angle, a different background or something like that. Just do some little tweaks. You should be able to figure it out and your confidence will continue to get better and better. It's not an overnight thing. So again, I would just say go slow with it, get comfortable, and you got it. This person asked, what is your top 1 favorite social media to use? I would say my favorite to use would have to be TikTok. I love watching videos. I love being on TikTok. I think it's so funny. I love watching the food videos and the cat videos and sharing them with my friends. I just love everything about it. I feel like people's TikTok comments are really funny to look at. It's definitely my favorite social media platform. All right, this one is a little bit of tea in it. What platforms generate the most income? Well, I yesterday just left the TikTok Creator Fund. I will say I made a lot less than I did prior to the Creator Fund changing. It used to be just by likes or something, and the video could be any length, and then they changed it to videos over 1 minute. So prior to that, I would make a lot of money on TikTok. then it was just hard to make the 1-minute videos. It was hard to keep people's attention throughout the minute. People were so used to like 7-9 second long TikToks, and those would make me money, and they were so much easier to do. So TikTok changed, and I was in it for exactly a year, which is crazy. It showed me like what date I joined, and I was like, that's crazy, because I haven't even ever looked at how much I made. It just like goes to my PayPal. I closed it out, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this PayPal? Like, what is this connected to? I had an old PayPal account. Oh, I guess I have some money sitting in here. Let me just transfer that out. It was not a lot. I'll say in 1 year, it was under $30,000, and I used to make close to that like every 3 months or something on the old TikTok Creator Fund. So it was a lot less, and it was still good, but I would rather be able to get more views and more engagement than make money on these videos, because a lot of people and creators have been leaving the Creator Fund or never even joined it because it shadow bans your videos. It was really negatively impacting my account. And so I'm testing it out. I might rejoin it, I might not, but I'm just testing it out right now to see how my videos are going to perform. I would rather have more views and more engagement and more brand deals and not have the Creator Fund income. Yeah, I would say it used to be TikTok, and now that I'm not in the Creator Fund, I won't make money at all from TikTok views or videos or likes or anything like that. I do have a live subscription on TikTok, and I do earn money from gifts, and I have a TikTok subscription now, so you guys can go join that if you would like. But right now, that's the platform I make the least amount of money on, I would say. But Snapchat and YouTube definitely make more money for me. So if you want to start doing anything, I would suggest Snapchat. I don't know what you need to qualify to earn income on Snapchat, but just try to look that up. If you are a small creator or a big creator, just try it out. Post like 30 to 50 frames a single day on your Snapchat story, and post a lot of spotlight videos. Post like 10 a day. Yeah, those are the platforms that make me the most income. Next one, how do you edit your TikTok videos, and what are good editing apps? I edit all of my TikTok videos mainly on the TikTok app. I just split them and crop them down, and I don't really do much to my videos. If I'm doing a brand deal or I need to add something or a song or anything like that, I use CapCut or InShot, I believe it's called. CapCut is really good. A lot of people use that. Most people use that for all of their TikTok videos. I'm not too sure about all the cool things that app has to offer, but just check it out if you want to start editing your TikTok videos. I would recommend CapCut. Next one is, how do you get more engagement? We've kind of already talked about this, but consistency on every single app is key. Posting all the trends, doing all of the trends, and doing them quick. Try not to wait 3 or 4 days. Like if you see something and it has 1,000, 2,000 videos, and most of them are in the past 3 days to a week, hop on it right away. Don't wait, because your video will already be there when everyone else is starting to see it. So just trying to be up to date on these trends will really help your account grow. Last question is, how often should I post? Again, we've kind of said that, but as a schedule that I try to stick to is 30 frames a day on Snapchat, as many spotlights as I can post. Instagram, you should do 4 Instagram posts a week. You should post at least 4 times on your story. You should try to go live at least twice a week. And Reels is what I should be working on, and that should be like the next thing I really post on, but that should be at least every single day. And you don't have to post them all to your grid. You can hide them from your grid and just post them as a reel. Stuff like that will just really help. It's consistency on everything as many times as you can. Just post. You're supposed to annoy people with your face and your name. Look at JoJo Siwa, everyone. The more you do and the more your name is out there, the more you're just talked about, and the more people know you, follow you. It's the best way to go. It's like a PR move. Come on. So just annoy people with your face, and that's the best way to go. Oh, that was actually amazing episode, you guys. I thought that was so much fun. I love giving advice on social media because, like I said, I've been doing it for so long. I feel like I am a good person to come to with this stuff because I've done panels for these social media apps and given them advice on how to make their app better and be more involved with the creators. So I've worked with Snapchat and Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, I've helped these apps and I tell them kind of the same thing I'm telling you guys. So I feel pretty seasoned in this area and I really hope that you guys liked it. And if you took one thing from this video, just try to be consistent with social media if this is what you want to do. Don't let anyone try to get in your head or stop you. Don't let any of the bullies get to you. Just do your own thing and be yourself. Yeah, those are my tips and tricks for social media. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.
You've been listening to the Jordan Jones Podcast. Jordan's passion is to inspire, relate, and give you that much-needed one-hour escape from life's everyday struggles. Your family, and we're so glad you're here. Make sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, find us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Jordan Jones. Jordyn. This production is brought to you by Straw Hut Media, hosted by Jordan Jones, produced by Ryan Tillotson, edited by Daniel Ferreira. Additional production help by Carolyn Mendoza, Ali Ahmed, and Samir Gonchi. Keep shining bright like the diamond you are, and see you next time on the Jordan Jones Podcast.